So if you want to hear simple mindset changes that has helped me over the years with imposter syndrome, just keep watching. If you don't know, my name is Toni, and on this channel I bring you productivity, mindset, as well as personal development tips. So if that enticed you in any way, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the crew. So before we actually get into the mindset changes, let's actually discuss imposter syndrome, right? So imposter syndrome is having self-doubt, okay? If you're feeling as if your abilities or even your talents is not up to par, or you're feeling uncertain about your abilities, right? And I feel like everyone has went through this. I don't care what no one says, I feel as if everyone has went through this, because it's always you always feel as if there's someone better than you, or someone that can do it better than you, or you know, what makes you a good candidate for whatever it is? What makes you so knowledgeable about the content, or whatever it is, right? So there's so many different ways a lot of people, you know, go through imposter syndrome. If it's like different things that they may be going through, so if they want to start a business, or if they are wanting to, you know, grow on social media, or if they are wanting to start a new job, right? So it's so many different things, or even raise a kid, right? So there's so many different ways people, you know, go through imposter syndrome. But today I'm going to actually discuss ways that has helped me get through imposter syndrome with a lot of things I have faced over the years, even if it was me going to college. Okay, so at times with imposter syndrome, you feel as if you're not good enough, right? So how many times have you actually felt, I'm not good enough, I need to go back to school, I need to do this, I need to take a class, I need to read more, I'm not good enough? Even though you may have already did all of the things, you may still feel as if you're not good enough, right? Or what about when you say things like, I'm not qualified? What makes me qualified to do this, right? It's just like, say for instance, okay, so let's say for instance you want to start a business for making phone cases, right? Let's say for instance you have probably made phone cases for family and friends, but now someone comes along and say, hey, you know, what if you sell them on Etsy? Or what if you do sell them on Amazon, right? And you instantly get imposter syndrome, because you go to Amazon and you go to Etsy and you see how much competition is really out there, and then you see their designs, and their designs just look like, oh my gosh, right? And you're like, nah, I'm not qualified. I thought I was qualified, but they're qualified. I'm not up to their level, so I'm not going to do it. And you talk yourself out of it, right? So imposter syndrome kicked in, and you talk yourself out of something that could have been your calling, right? So there's so many different ways people actually go through imposter syndrome, right? So many different ways. But so now let's get into some mindset changes that I have made over the years to actually help me get through imposter syndrome. I'm not saying I am completely over imposter syndrome, because guess what? Something might come up and I get right back into that rut. But I just know I have to change my mindset on certain things. I have to change my mindset. If you don't change your mindset, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it far. You're not going to complete anything because of imposter syndrome. So the first mindset change that I did was, it's not really a mindset change. I started listing ways I am qualified for something, right? So let's say for instance, I want to make phone cases. So ways I am qualified to make phone cases. I've made them before. I've never had a complaint from anyone. All of the family members and friends that I have given one to love them. So yeah, that's 3 ways right there. I am qualified. So I started listing ways that I'm qualified to overcome whatever it is. Okay, what makes me so qualified? That's what makes me qualified. I am qualified. And yeah. So another mindset change that I started doing was stop looking for competition, right? Because guess what? A lot of times the imposter syndrome comes from us comparing ourselves to others. So if we stop looking for others to compare ourselves to, guess what? we would not have anyone to compare ourselves to. So if we're not going out and looking for it, if we're not searching those hashtags, you know how we do, or we're not going on Amazon to see what other people are doing, or looking up other people on social media to see what they're doing, and then you see their followers and you're like, I'm gonna never have that many followers, that's I'm not ready for that. No, stop going out there and looking for it. If you stop going out there and looking for it, you're not gonna find it. I'm just saying. So if you are wanting to start something new, stop going out there and looking for it. So another mindset change I had to overcome was, so of course I have a simple question. Today's question is, have you ever been through imposter syndrome? Let me know in the comment section. And yeah, if I feel as if I'm not ready, don't rush it. If you feel as if you're not ready, don't rush it, because guess what? That is when you fumble, and that is when you get more in a slump, right? So if you're not ready, don't rush it. At times where we see so many people so far ahead, we're just like, I have to catch up. Stop trying to catch up. So that also leads me to my next mindset change, which is stop comparing your day 1 to someone's day 1000. Just because you started today doesn't mean by tomorrow you're going to be where they are. Everything takes time, and you have to trust the process. Okay? So you also have to remember they had a day 1 as well. When their day 1, it might not have been so competitive, but on the same note, you have to find your corner. You have to find what makes you different from them or anyone else. The next mindset change is appreciate the small things. Appreciate your small wins and write them down, right? So when it comes to your small wins, it could be the smallest things, such as you getting your first sale, or you reaching 100 sales, or you completing a hard class, or you get what I'm saying? So write all of those things down, and when you're going through your imposter syndrome, you have to refer back to, okay? So as you know, I love to keep journals. I do have a video on the way how I use journals, so make sure you check that out. But keep a running list of your small wins and even your big wins. Write those things down so that when you are in a rut, you have something to refer back to help keep you pushing. Okay, so those are my simple mindset changes that actually has helped me get through imposter syndrome, and I am still going through imposter syndrome at times, but guess what? I pull myself back. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you later.